Hari Om all. When we say Hari Om, please respond. Hari Om. So whatever, Hari Om, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Jai Shri Ram, whatever your Ishta Devata is, respond. Okay? First we'll do prayers for Puja Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda, then we'll continue. समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्परम् ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः हरि ओम. हरि ओम. Welcome to each and everyone present here. Thanks to Prakash ji for inviting me, giving me this opportunity to share my conviction with all of you. English में करेंगे, so it is easy for everyone and it will be more interactive. It will not be a lecture. मैं कुछ पूछूंगा, आप कुछ पूछ सकते हो. Then only we can share the knowledge. It's always sharing. We don't believe in imparting wisdom. We always believe in sharing of knowledge. Okay? So now today's topic is self-unfoldment. Now, have you heard this word before? Any of you? Those who come to my classes and all, they did not. Well, they know. But those who are new, ये शब्द सुना है क्या? Self, everyone knows. What is the unfoldment? What is this concept? What we mean by that? Any idea?
To understand self.
Yeah, to understand the self. How? Through unfoldment. See, when we say unfoldment, it has different meaning, different connotation than saying knowing the self. What we know, what we learn is something different, something foreign to me, and then I learn about it. Unfoldment is what? It is there, just lying under the layerings. We are just removing those layering, those envelopments, and we know what is lying underneath, but we just directly experience it. This is the core Siddhanta, core theory of spirituality, particularly in Advaita Vedanta school of Indian philosophy. How many of from this philosophy and this kind of background, not as an academy or anything, just like a hobby, how many of you have studied, read, heard? जिन्होंने लॉकडाउन पार किया है ना, उन सबने देखा है. During lockdown, everyone has gone through some spiritual discourses online, for sure. क्योंकि वो पॉपअप होता है in our YouTube and all, our algorithms are such कि वो it will come to you. तो कभी ना कभी कहीं ना कहीं ये सारी चीजें हमने सुनी है. तो in भारतीय दर्शन शास्त्र, we call it as darshan shastra. Darshan means what? Darshan is vision. The vision towards your own existence. That is what is called as philosophy. So there are many philosophies, many darshanas. Among them, one which I follow, I learn, and we try to make everyone more and more efficient in their worldly achievements, in their worldly pursuit, and more peaceful in their heart. That is what is our goal. Motto of Chinmay mission is maximum happiness for maximum people for maximum amount of time. Now, why the happiness? Because happiness is one common goal for each and every being. Forget the human beings, each and every being wants happiness at the end. For example, now we are in the session for financial advice. Okay? Why we need financial advice? So that we can manage our money properly. Why we want to manage our money properly? Because whenever need is there, whenever I want something, I must have sufficient amount of money to spend. Why I want to spend? It is not for sake of spending money. It is not for sake of object I am acquiring. It is for sake of my happiness. If someone comes and tells you, all your wishes will be fulfilled, anything, any commodity, any being, any person, any position, any power you want, you will get it, but you cannot enjoy any of that. How many people will accept it? Anyone? You will get everything you want, but you cannot enjoy any of that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, very good. Why is that so?
Because we need happiness and joy. Joy cannot be distinguished between the failure or success.
Okay.
It is just enjoyment.
Yes, correct.
Joy is enjoyment. It is a status. It is a mind status.
Exactly. Yes.
Status. It means if you enjoying the life and moment,
Yeah.
there is no failure.
Okay. So at the end, what you want to be is happy only.
Yes.
Even whether you have the commodity or not. Extracting things from the objects, whether it is there available or not available, at the end you want to be happy. So that's the goal. Who wants to be unhappy in the life? At the end of life, I want to die unhappy. ऐसा कोई हुआ है क्या यहाँ पे? कोई नहीं. That is the goal. We talk about different goals in our life. मुझे ये अचीव करना है, ये अचीव करना है, ये अचीव करना है. Our upbringing is set like this. तू ये कर ले, next everything is fantastic. Or how many of you have children in schools, 10th, 12th? उनको क्या बताते हैं? तू 10वीं पास कर. Get 99% marks in 10th. बाकी बाद में सब अच्छा ही. Immediately that person completes the 10th standard exam, उसको 12th की क्लासेस ढूंढने में लगा देते हैं. You find your way of career, arts, science, commerce, CA करना है, engineering करना है, medical करना है, pure science pursue करना है. 12th पास कर ले, 12th तो benchmark है. Then degree, without degree क्या होता है? कुछ नहीं. At least you should have one degree. डिग्री करने के बाद कुछ नहीं, जॉब ही तो ढूंढना है. एक बार जॉब शुरू हो गया, बात खत्म, एवरीथिंग इज ओवर. जॉब खत्म होने के बाद शादी. एक ही बचा है चीज, बाकी कुछ बचा नहीं. एवरीथिंग इज सॉर्टेड आउट. शादी करने के बाद पता चलता है सबसे बड़े झमेले वहां से शुरू होते हैं. तो एट एवरी मोमेंट वी फोकस ऑन समथिंग विच वी डोंट हैव. And then only we pursue to achieve. That's how our life goes. That's why we have multiple goals in the life. But there is only one goal, which is goal of the life. What is that goal of the life? By achieving all these goals in the life, what we are seeking is we are seeking the happiness. At every moment, as long as there is no possibility of having more happiness, we will not leave the previous one, go through sufferings, go through efforts and turmoils, if there is no possibility of future happiness. So what our Shastra says that by pursuing these outside things, you can never be permanently happy, because the things you are pursuing themselves are impermanent. And in COVID we have seen it. Itna impermanent, including our own body, everything is impermanent, can perish in a moment. So, if we are extracting joy from those things, will that joy be permanent? Very simple, absolutely not. If money which we are earning was permanent, We need not need Prakash ji to explain, teach us financial planning. We have to plan it because that money is perishable. And money is such that even you don't spend, its value decreases. 10 lakh rupees in 2010 is not equal to 10 lakh rupees in 2025. उसमें मैं जो कार खरीद सकता था वो कार की कीमत अब 15 लाख हो गई, right? Because the value of money has gone down. So all the objects, as the object is impermanent, it cannot give the permanent joy. So in order to achieve permanent joy, we have to seek something which itself is permanent. Clear? Any doubt in that? Any question? Now, the thing is, what is that permanent thing? No object of the world is permanent. We have another rule. Anything which has beginning has end, including our entire universe. Big Bang theory, everyone knows. Most famous theory of creation. It is widely accepted, but it is not the only theory of creation. There are other theories of creation also, but widely accepted theory of Big Bang. What it says, at some point, that Big Bang happened, and first there was only pure energy. It expanded, inflated in long space, and then from that energy, matter was created, and everything around us is created. So it has a beginning. The way it has beginning, it has end also. As we have Big Bang theory, we have Big Shrunk theory also. Everything will go back into the singularity again. Everything go to void. So anything which has beginning has end. So every object in the world has beginning, has end. वो permanent चीज क्या है जो हमें permanent happiness देगी? Our Shastra says, my own existence is the only permanent thing. मेरा खुद का अस्तित्व एकमात्र ऐसी चीज है जो परमानेंट है. सी राइट फ्रॉम माय बर्थ, इवन बिफोर द बर्थ, इन प्रीनेटल स्टेज ऑल्सो, माय एक्सिस्टेंस सेम एज आई एम व्हेन आई विल बी ऑन माय डेथ बेड. माय बॉडी विल चेंज, माय माइंड विल चेंज एवरी मोमेंट, माय नॉलेज अंडरस्टैंडिंग विल चेंज, माय स्टेटस, पावर, financial stage, everything will change. Me as such will remain as it is. So that is the one permanent thing which will give you permanent happiness. Now the thing is, how my existence will bring me happiness? Because for every other person next to me, I am the source of sorrows. Trouble, husband, wife को बोलता है, वाइफ हस्बैंड को क्यों आए हो दुनिया में? Why? Because that's where the unfoldment starts. When I say my existence, I relate me with my equipments, with my layerings. Body is the outermost layering. I consider this body to be me. Unfoldment इसी को करते हैं. Understand that your existence is not only the existence of body. Your existence is something beyond. And what it is it mind? Again, that cannot be. Why? Because it also has beginning and end. That also is permanent. एक simple rule. जो मेरा है वो मैं नहीं. समझ में? Very simple. जो मेरा है वो मैं नहीं. So if this body is my body, I cannot be me. That this body cannot be me. जैसे ये मेरा फोन मैं नहीं हूँ, even though it's not, but some people have iPhone, still that iPhone is not I. Right? So same thing, मेरा मन, मेरी बुद्धि, it is mine, cannot be me. So to understand me beyond this body, mind and intellect is the process of unfoldment. And that is done through knowledge and through proper practices called as अध्यात्म विद्या, spirituality. अध्यात्म विद्या के बारे में लोगों के मन में अलग अलग शंकाएं होती है, but in one line, to understand yourself beyond any of reference point is the spirituality. Otherwise, we are only referring to one or another reference point. When I say I am tall, I am short, I am fat, I am thin, I am referring to my body. When I say I am sad, I am happy, I am angry, I am quiet, I am referring to my mind. When I say I am smart, I am dumb, I am learned, I am undergraduate or postgraduate, I am PhD holder, I am talking about my intellect. So, without all these reference point, whoever I am, knowing it is the spirituality. The process is self-unfoldment. And that's what is called as Adhyatma Vidya. So, self-unfoldment is nothing but spirituality. Prakash is giving you one book, you will get it. It has all these things given in that. And in that book, with step-by-step method, this process is explained, this process is vividly conveyed, not only to understand it as a theory, but in a way that you can pursue as a practice, which is very important. Two things together are very important. First is knowledge, second is karma. In Sanskrit there is one subhashit. ज्ञानम प्रधानम न कर्महीनम कर्मम प्रधानम न बुद्धिहीनम तस्मात् द्वयोरेव भवेत्सु सिद्धि नरहेक पक्षो विहग प्रयाति. No bird with one wing can go ahead. Same way, action and knowledge go hand in hand. Only knowledge without practice, without application of it, is of no use. Only practice without having proper knowledge is in vain. It's futile. Makes no difference. So, with the practice and with the knowledge, we can unfold ourselves to know this great self, which is the source of permanent happiness. Now, question: if objects are not source of happiness, so you are saying, means I am saying source of happiness is your own existence, then how come we experience the happiness when we enjoy the objects? When we come in contact with object, simple सी बात है, एक अच्छा मस्त चटपटा गोलगप्पा जब मुंह में डालते हैं और वन नाइस स्वीट गुलाब जामुन जब मुंह में डालते हैं, आनंद होता है ना. We do feel happiness. Then, if I am the source, why I need that golgappa, that pani puri, or that gulab jamun and rasgulla? Why? Anyone, please? Yes.
It's the experience.
It's the experience. Okay. Anything?
It's not permanent.
It's not permanent. Yeah, but how it happens? वो क्यों आता है, आनंद का अनुभव क्यों होता है? That is the question. Why I am not able to enjoy my own existence without all these objects? Yes, someone was saying. बोल रहे थे अभी. सुना मैंने.
This is the outer environment.
Yeah.
You are enjoying yourself.
हाँ.
तो ये environment के सामने कुछ भी नहीं है.
कुछ भी नहीं है. I am not talking about the degree of happiness. Why at first place the object should give me happiness? That is the question. Degree, depth, intensity, वो तो अलग discussion है.
इंद्रिया उसमें आसक्त हो जाती है.
इंद्रिया आसक्त है, correct? Okay, good. We have some spiritual students here who knows terminology.
We are attached to that object.
हाँ, correct, exactly. So that's the thing, ना, कि why I am attached? Because it is giving me happiness.
नीड
Sorry?
नीड भी हो सकता है, मतलब भूख लगा इसलिए खाया.
हाँ, भूख, see, need is also there, but in need also, if that hunger is tremendous that you have fasted for say 2-3 days, then whatever comes in your front, you eat. But when in normal conditions, I have to eat at 12:30, 1 o'clock. मुझे पता है, I decide कि ये खाएंगे, क्यों? क्योंकि ये मुझे पसंद है. So it comes to attachment. Even while fulfilling the needs, we do have attachment, and it gives joy. मुद्दा ये है कि बाकी सब छोड़ो. अगर source of happiness is not the object, source of happiness is my existence, then why object should give me joy, even if it is small, even if it is impermanent?
Is it because me, as you said, me, existence of me is not there if these things are not there, right? Because if my body is not there,
No, see, that's what the unfoldment is, na?
yeah, this is what I am trying to say.
Yes,
That
correct.
ultimately from layer to layer you have to go down.
Yes.
So outer layer is satisfied by, let's say, Golgappa. Then mind is satisfied by PhD or whatever I study.
Correct.
The buddhi
Buddhi.
is because
Correct. Mind is satisfied with emotion, compassion, love, etc.
these are all shells.
Yes.
Which are-
So these are the shells, and what I am saying is, we are beyond this. None of this.
But without the shells, I am not there.
Without the shells, I am there because if I am not the shell, say, मैंने जैसे बोला ना, मेरा मोबाइल मैं नहीं हूँ, तो मोबाइल नहीं रहेगा तो क्या मैं नहीं रहूँगा?
No, that is
सेम वे मैं अगर बॉडी नहीं हूँ तो बॉडी नहीं रहेगी तो मैं रहूँगा.
But we mean to exist. There is a degree of dependence.
Now that's the thing. You understand? See, the dependency comes when we think I am to be something else. When dependency comes, when I consider myself to be something limited, something impermanent, then only dependency comes. For example, when I consider myself to be a body, then only I am dependent on food, clothing, shelter. You get the point? Anna, vastra, nivara. Food, water, air. Basic needs. To whom? Basic needs for the body. And if I am different from the body, then how that can be my need and how I can be dependent on that. Body is dependent on that. That is perfectly fine. I am functioning through body. That also is fine. Perfectly alright. But when I function through my body, body is my equipment, not me. Just like the laptop is there, and Didi is sitting behind it. She is not a laptop. She is utilizing the equipment to perform some action. Same way, me staying in the body, utilizing the equipment of body to perform an action. And body, just like laptop needs power connection, battery, same way I need food, air, water. This body needs air, food, air, water. Not me. That is the unfoldment we are seeking. To understand, to realize my existence is neither limited by the body, mind, intellect, equipment, nor it is dependent on body, mind, intellect, equipment, nor the experiences of body, mind, intellect are the experience of the me.
We feel happy because we are identified with the.
It is because of identification. It is because of finding the oneness. Because it is a close proximity. Very difficult to distinguish me from my body. Why? Because they are always together. But still there is a distinct. Yeah, sir, please.
Sir, in my view, attachment is the root cause of all problems.
Correct.
So how to be detached?
तो उसके लिए तो सेल्फ अनफोल्डमेंट सीखना है. That is the process. ये तो प्रोसेस का बात हो गया. अभी तो हम सिर्फ इंट्रोडक्शन नहीं है, उसमें जाना है. इट्स अ लॉन्ग प्रोसेस. ये क्रैश कोर्स वाली बात नहीं है. हाउ टू बी डिटैच, हाउ टू रिमेन quiet, how to have equipoise nature everywhere. All these things are spoken in spirituality. How to do it? ये ऐसे वर्कशॉप में होने वाली बात नहीं है. For that you need proper curriculum, proper practice. तो उसके लिए वो आपको बुक देने वाले हैं. You can study it properly. If you cannot just understand through that, you can always contact me or Prakash ji. He will guide. Now he is also quite apt in all these things. He has studied well. He can also guide. I can also guide. We are there for that purpose. Right now we are only focusing on the basic understanding of the self-unfoldment, the spiritual journey. Why the spiritual journey should be pursued? That is the main question. इसलिए मैंने पूछा कि क्यों ऑब्जेक्ट्स आनंद देते हैं if they are not the source of happiness? The cause is this attachment, this identification which I have got with this body, mind, intellect, creates this illusion that objects do give happiness. How it creates the illusion? When we get something which we desire, our equipments become quiet. Body, mind, intellect equipments, which are always in the state of restlessness, agitation, pursuing something, they become quiet. The moment they become quiet, the source of happiness, which is my own existence, which was suppressed under this agitation, flashes out. And we experience the happiness for a moment. The very next moment, my mind throws new desire, my intellect throws new idea, my body demands for new commodity, new comfort. Again, my equipments are agitated, restless. My own existence, which was providing me the happiness, again gets suppressed. That's why we say self-unfoldment. It's not self-invention, it's not knowing the self or acquiring the self. It is always there with me. Every happiness which we experience, it is happiness of my own existence only. It is not happiness from that object. If happiness was in the object should give happiness to each and every individual in each and every situation. Subjective experience remaining the same, state of happiness is different when we experience different object, when different people experience the same object. Subjective experience is always different in spite of objective experience being same. शक्कर खाई मीठी है ये सब जानेंगे. It is sweet. This will be the experience of everyone. Whether I enjoy it or I don't enjoy it depends on me. In one situation, I myself will enjoy it. In another situation, I will not enjoy it. जैसे मेरे घर में नई गाड़ी आई है, someone brings some sweet, puts in my mouth, I say, have a sweet. I will enjoy it. और मेरे घर में कुछ डेथ हुआ है, उनका जो श्राद्ध पक्ष इत्यादि विधि होते हैं, पूजा विधि, उसमें भी स्वीट बनता है, उसका स्वीट प्रसाद के रूप में मुझे खाना पड़ता है. स्वीट बीइंग द सेम, आई एम नॉट एंजॉयिंग इट. If object had happiness, it should have created same experience in all situations. And if object had happiness, it should have given same degree of happiness to everyone. जिसको आइसक्रीम पसंद है उसे ही आइसक्रीम का मजा आएगा. जिसको आइसक्रीम पसंद नहीं है उसको आइसक्रीम का मजा नहीं आएगा. So happiness is not in the object, it is in me. Only thing is when my equipments are quiet, that happiness gets chance to come on the surface and become available for my experience. Otherwise, it is suppressed under our concept, intellectual concepts, mental emotions, or bodily actions. Going beyond it, even while having all these things. In self-unfoldment, what we learn, we don't learn not doing any action so that body will not suppress the happiness. We don't learn to not have any emotions so that mind can, our existence can throw the happiness. We don't say don't have any concept in intellect, don't have any thoughts in the intellect so that you can experience. No, even while being in all these things, how we can tap into the happiness, that is the process of self-unfoldment. कितने लोगों ने आश्रम व्यवस्था के बारे में सुना है? In India we have चार आश्रम, ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम, गृहस्थ आश्रम, वानप्रस्थ आश्रम. Anyone can tell? Yeah, yes.
Yeah. There are 4 types of ashrams. One is, as you told, this is study and
Study, yes.
brahmacharya. Then grihastha ashram. Then
Vanaprastha.
vanaprastha ashram. And 4th is
Sannyas. Sannyas. So, what do we mean by all these things? कभी किसी ने इसके बारे में बताया? See, गृहस्थ आश्रम, ब्रह्मचर्य आश्रम easy. गृहस्थ आश्रम married life, brahmacharya ashram student life. So you study in brahmacharya ashram, live your family life, do your family duties, and achieve some status, power, money in the world. That is grihastha ashram. What is vanaprastha ashram? Why it is meant for?
Detachment to all this.
So that was the topic. Na? Grihastha ashram, one of the many goals in grihastha ashram is to attain the financial freedom. जैसा अभी हमारा आज का जो टॉपिक है, वे टू फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम, ये एक गोल है गृहस्थ आश्रम का. नाउ वंस यू अचीव दैट फाइनेंशियल फ्रीडम, अभी प्रकाश जी बोल रहे थे ना अपने ओपनिंग सेंटेंस में कि those who have attained, they are asking why not get retirement. Some many people have opted for that also. Who has opted for retirement after achieving financial freedom? Yeah, yes sir. Why you guys have opting for retirement?
Because I was finding it more stressful, and I thought that as I have achieved the so-called financial freedom, and so I thought I would retire.
Yeah, exactly. So, more than external prosperity, you now are more focused on your peace of mind. Is it right to say?
Yes.
That you don't want mental stress, intellectual stress, burden on body for long working hours, etc. So, अभी जितना है उतने में हो जाएगा. So, we'll do something else. Do you have any other thing in mind that I want to pursue these things in?
Yes, I am pursuing. Yes. Then after retirement, I started thinking, "अरे अभी क्या करेगा?" The thing is that then reading books, like a bucket list. So means kind of thing. So, but the thing is that then I started thinking really what I wanted to do as a child. किसमें मुझे आनंद आता.
See, ultimately it comes to happiness.
Happiness.
What we want to achieve is happiness. तो वानप्रस्थ जैसे बोलते हैं ना, रिटायर्ड लाइफ, उसका पर्पस क्या है? उसका पर्पस है फाइंडिंग द पर्पस. We have very nice maxim, aphorism for this: Brahmachari ashram, grihastha ashram, vanaprastha ashram, sannyas ashram. The first is what? First is Brahmachari ashram. What is the motto there? Learn. Study. Learn as many things you can learn. Second, grihastha ashram. What is the motto there? Earn. Learn, earn. Why? Because that is the goal. Purpose in grihastha ashram is that with righteous means, with proper moral, legal means, earn. In vanaprastha ashram, what we do? Vanaprastha ashram, learn. Turn. You are heading toward one direction for half of your life. Now it's time to turn your face towards something which will bring you permanent quietude and happiness. Turn towards it, start knowing about it. Again, learning never stops. Everyone is student throughout the life. So start to learning about those things, acquire the knowledge, practice it, attain it. And what is sannyas ashram? Sannyas ashram is the state of no return. You fully give up to that purpose, whether it be social, economical, national, patriotic, or spiritual, doesn't matter. Not limited to your individualized requirements and needs. Something higher, something greater. Absolutely 100% dedicate all your capacities, all your efforts to that goal. Don't return from that. That is the sannyas. Through this process, we attain the permanent happiness. This knowledge which we study as spirituality is not only limited to spirituality, it can be applied to anything. If someone wants to pursue some social cause, लेस प्रिविलेज लोगों के लिए कुछ करना है, वनवासियों के लिए कुछ करना है, डिफरेंटली एबल लोगों के लिए कुछ करना है, बट अभी मैं कर नहीं सकता. Why? Because I have my family duties at home. Then automatically it is your duty to become free from those family duties, achieve the financial freedom, so that you can pursue that. Then again time will come where you as a person, even if you are not providing anything in terms of finance or any earnings to the family, but your presence in the family is required. That is the state of retired person, vanaprasthi. After that, your goal is such higher that you are not bound to your one family. You have, we have saying Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Once to get that feeling, this is not only my family, entire world is my family, I have to work for that. Then you even give up the house and everything and pursue that particular goal, pursue that desire which you had, work for it, it will give you tremendous happiness. And that happiness is much more than all the worldly objects. So it's not only the spirituality. In spirituality, that goal is, of course, knowing the self, realizing the self, moksha. But in any other aspect of your life, this knowledge is applicable. So if you feel you are on the path of achieving financial freedom, or you have achieved financial freedom, the answer to the question, what next, is this. Have some goal which is as huge as possible, which is not centered on an individual or a family or a group of people. That's what is called as nishreyasa in our Shastra. Nishreyasa means that which is good for all people in all times. Have some goal which is of this kind, which will help most of the people, maximum happiness for maximum people. Then learn about it, practice about it, fully give it to that, and be happy. That is the way, that is the path. And if your goal is spiritual, then of course you will pursue the Adhyatma Shastra, that vidya, that way of life automatically. But if not, in any other, as I said, social, economical, national, patriotic, in any field, you can apply this knowledge. Okay? So, this rising from an individual to the level of the total is the realization meant in our Adhyatma Shastra. That you are not limited to this one body, mind, intellect. So, you need not worry about the happiness of one body, mind, intellect. वो तो अपने आप आने ही वाला है. Whatever happiness and sorrow quota you have, it is going to come to you automatically. You cannot restrict yourself for this much.
This is self-realization.
This is self-realization. That's why we say, my Atma is the Atma of all. There is only one truth. I underlying in all things and beings around the world, even beyond the world.
Pure spirit.
Hmm?
Pure spirit.
Pure spirit, which is only one, common in everyone.
Yes.
Serving that spirit,
Yes.
realizing that spirit is the key for permanent happiness,
Yes.
for unconditioned happiness.
Yes.
Permanent and unconditioned, very important thing.
Yes.
Things may appear to be permanent, but they come with some condition. And there is no condition, but momentary.
No reaction.
Sorry?
No reaction.
No reaction. Yeah, this is also is very good thing. No good or bad reaction for this happiness. For every other happiness, we have either one positive or negative feedback, but feedback is there. For this happiness, there is no feedback. It is only why? Again, as I said, going back to our main statement, source of happiness is your own existence. How can my own existence be good or bad for me? It is neither. Anything which affects it can be good or bad. It can affect in good manner or bad manner. But how me myself can be good or bad? Being in that state is called as state of nirvana, moksha, mukti, state of samadhi. That brings you the happiness. So, Prakash ji is anyway going to give you book. Other than these books, we have one beautiful center, Mahalakshmi's temple and ashram in Kharghar. Please do visit there. We have different classes and courses available for this study. All of those things, except very few, are free of cost. You only have to buy book and commit your time. That's it. Payment in for all the study is your time and dedication. Utna hi dena hai, and it guarantees you maximum happiness for maximum amount of time. Yeah? So I will rest here. Any question, any doubt? अगर है तो yes sir.
Whatever we have discussed, we have given a relative of the happiness. Just to understand happiness, we have related happiness to something.
Yes.
But I feel happiness is not related to anything. It is a state of mind. You feel happy, you are happy. You feel sad, you are sad. So it is just the thought in your mind which makes you happy. So if you create happy thought all the time, you are happy. Am I right in saying this?
Yeah, but when we say na, it is in your mind, that means it is associated with mind. We are saying happiness is not even state of your mind. Happiness is state of your existence. You exist, you are happy. That is the state we want to achieve. You need not even bring a thought of happiness. See the freedom in that. You are talking about the freedom. Bringing the happy thought will keep me happy no matter what the situation is a great degree of freedom, you are right. But not requiring even bringing the thought of happiness, my just presence is enough for me to be happy. What is the freedom in that? You just imagine. We are trying to achieve that freedom.
Thoughtless awareness.
Thoughtless awareness, you can call it by any name. Samadhi, nirvana, moksha, mukti, thoughtless awareness, pure existence, pure spirit, ये सब एक ही चीज के अलग अलग नाम हैं. तो टर्मिनोलॉजी कितना चाहे उतना बदल सकते हैं, उतना दे सकते हैं, but understand the idea, understand the freedom in it. Thought लाना भी हमारे हाथ में नहीं है ना. You have to condition your mind to be happy in any situation. You have to train the mind. तो फिर उस माइंड को थॉट के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हैप्पीनेस के लिए क्यों ट्रेन करें? Why not train it to experience the thoughtless happiness, which is not dependent on anything. मैं हूं तो सुखी हूं और मैं हमेशा से हूं तो I am always happy. That is the freedom we are talking.
तो हमें निर्विकार अवस्था में जाना है, ऐसा अर्थ है.
हाँ, एज आई सेड, टर्मिनोलॉजी आप कितना भी डाल सकते हो, निर्विकार, निश्चल, समत्व, थॉटलेस अवेयरनेस, टर्मिनोलॉजी बहुत कुछ है. एंड एज आई सेड ना,
मीनिंग इज
मीनिंग इज सेम. यस, एग्जैक्टली.
Thank you, thank you.
सर, निर्वाण, मोक्ष या अध्यात्म जो भी कहें, एक आपका चिन्मय मिशन है जैसे आप कह रहे हैं. ऐसे हमारे यहाँ हिंदुस्तान में बहुत सी ऐसी संस्थाएं, जैसे मैं ब्रह्माकुमारी का और कोई सहयोग के मेंबर है. तो ये कैसे होता है कि आपके इसमें भी मोक्ष है, मेरे इसमें भी मोक्ष है, इसमें भी मोक्ष है, तो क्या है, कोई अंतर नहीं है क्या?
अभी इसका उत्तर ऐसा है कि डिपेंडिंग ऑन different schools of philosophy, as I said, darshan, every darshan has their own definition of moksha. Advaita Vedanta, which we follow, the definition of moksha is atyantika dukkha nivrutti paramananda praptischa, complete annihilation of all sorrows and attaining the maximum happiness, ultimate happiness. That is the definition of moksha as per the philosophy which we practice. Now, if any other organization is following the same philosophy, for example, Ramakrishna Mission follows same Advaita Vedanta philosophy, so their moksha concept is as same as Chinmay Mission's moksha. All the orthodox Shankaracharya mathas which are there, Karchi, Sringeri, Puri, Dwarka, Jyotirmath, all these things, they follow the same philosophy, so their concept of moksha is same. But if some other organization is following some other philosophy, then the concept of moksha will be as per their thing. For example, there are few philosophies which say attaining the abode of your Ishta Devata, your beloved God, going to their loka is the moksha. वैकुंठ में जाना मोक्ष है, कैलाश में जाना मोक्ष है. It is their way of interpreting the moksha.
Again, question comes in my mind कि हम तो इस सांसारिक जीवन में हैं, अध्यात्म करना चाहते हैं. एक आपका भी है, एक रामकृष्ण मिशन का भी है, ब्रह्माकुमारी का भी है. तो I will choose where I have to go. It is very confusing, and I think every Indian, every Hindustani इसी कंफ्यूजन में जो है ना वो रह जाते हैं.
उसका उत्तर भगवान श्री कृष्ण ने दिया है, यथेच्छसि तथा कुरु, as you wish so you do. आपको जिधर आपका इंक्लिनेशन लगता है, now everything is available on website, internet, about everything. There are YouTube videos and Facebook articles है, सब जगह पे लिखा है what they provide, what they teach, what they prescribe, everything is readily available. Go through it. इस 2-3 आश्रम में जाके आओ, जो पसंद आए उसको फॉलो करो. If you are already following one particular thing, if you don't wish, if you feel I am satisfied in this, stick to that. No need of pursuing anything other.
आपको कहने का मतलब ये है कि जितने फिलोसफी है उसमें हम पहले ट्राई करें.
Not, I am not saying that. I am saying know about it. Don't try the practice of that philosophy.
प्रैक्टिस नहीं, बट जानने के लिए भी तो हमें कुछ इसमें इन्वॉल्व होना पड़ेगा.
हाँ.
तो इस तरह कितने में हम इन्वॉल्व हुए?
See, as I said ना, कि you understand, आप सिंपल, अभी मैंने जैसे बोला ना, आप किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में जानते हो, उनका इंटरनेट वगैरह पे लिखा होगा, वो लिखते हैं कि वी फॉलो दिस पर्टिकुलर फिलोसफी. ईशा फाउंडेशन योगा, पतंजलि धाम योगा, चिन्मय मिशन अद्वैत वेदांत, रामकृष्ण मिशन अद्वैत वेदांत. तो आपको बेसिक आइडिया तो आ गया कि ये पर्टिकुलर इसके बारे में. नाउ इन इंडिया वी आर ब्लेस्ड कि हमको थोड़ा थोड़ा तो हर फिलोसॉफी के बारे में पता होता है. वी नो व्हेन वी से योगा व्हाट इट मींस, वी नो अद्वैतम व्हाट इट मींस, थोड़ा सा तो पता होता है. व्हेन वी से द्वैत व्हाट इट मींस पता होता है. व्हेन वी से वैष्णविज्म वी नो व्हाट इट मींस. व्हेन वी से what ये शैविज्म वी नो क्या होता है. व्हेन वी से तंत्र हमें पता है क्या होता है. सो लाइक दैट व्हेन यू अंडरस्टैंड, इफ यू फील ये मेरा इंक्लिनेशन है, उससे रिलेटेड जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है उसमें ही जाके आपको ट्राई करना है. यू डोंट नीड टू गो टू एवरीवेयर. एंड एज आई सेड, फर्स्ट इफ यू इंट्रोस्पेक्ट, अपने आप को पता चलता है व्हाट इज माय टेंडेंसी, वेयर आई एम इंक्लाइंड, automatically you will go and follow that way. Like for Prakash ji, for take example, he has went to everywhere. Now by his composure and all, he is more inclined towards the Advaita Vedanta that he got in Chinmay mission, so he had connected with that. Very simple.
No, correct. Goal is same, path is different.
Goal is same, path is different. Sometimes some goals are different milestone in one path. ये भी होता है.
Sir, I wanted to ask, like when in the Brahmachari ashram and the Grihastha ashram, if people start thinking that my existence is my happiness, then where will be the passion to work? Where will be the goals to set? How will the world progress?
Exactly, that was my question that I was also going to ask. Thank you.
Vanaprastha and sannyasa I can understand. At some stage you have attained your financial freedom and you can get into spiritualism or whatever for my own happiness. But when you are young, when you are in Brahmacharya, when you are in a Grihastha, if I say my existence is my happiness, there won't be any passion for any kind of work will be left in the world.
See, saying my existence is my happiness is different. Experiencing my existence is my happiness is different. So if someone is convinced, intellectually convinced, my existence is my happiness, say at the age of 18, person is convinced, my existence is my happiness. So you are saying that day onwards, that person will not do anything, will not have passion, inspiration to work. Now the thing is, I am only convinced. I have not experienced. So automatically I will ask how to get that experience, or that I will approach some guru, some acharya, some teacher, some mentor. Obviously, what they will tell, जो भगवान ने अर्जुन को बताया ना, अर्जुन ने पूछा टेल मी व्हाट इज गुड फॉर मी, भगवान सेड युद्धस्व विगतज्वरः तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धस्व विगतज्वरः. ये पहले उठो और अपना ड्यूटी पूरा करो, then everything is. You get the point? First you have to fulfill your duties. उससे छुटकारा है ही नहीं. Now for me, at age of 19 I had decided I will follow this path. लेकिन still not in the world, but as a spiritual organization, I'm holding a post. I am doing the work. This is my work. इस ज्ञान के बारे में लोगों को जागरूक करना, उनको गाइड करना, मदद करना, इट इज माई वर्क, इट इज माई ड्यूटी. आई एम डूइंग इट. पीपल आर गेटिंग बेनिफिटेड एंड माई रिक्वायरमेंट्स आर गेटिंग फुलफिल्ड बाय दैट ओनली, बिकॉज इन वर्ल्ड ट्रांजैक्शन इज इनएविटेबल. दैट्स व्हाट इज वी कॉल्ड व्यावहारिक सत्ता. व्यवहार, ट्रांजैक्शन इज इनएविटेबल इन द वर्ल्ड. Something you have to give in order to get something. So, anna vastra nivara, basic need of human beings. Even if you are sannyasi, if you are brahmachari, these needs are there. See, I also eat, I also wear clothes, I also need place to stay. How these things are getting fulfilled? Not because I am working in some job or doing some business, but I am providing people with the knowledge which they need. Otherwise they are providing me with all these things. So I am performing the duty which is designated to me. I am passionate about it also. ये obviously. See, only change, what change it will be? Change it will be whether you do this work or that work. But without work you cannot remain. आपको काम करना ही पड़ता है. आप किसी भी स्टेट में हो, उसके लिए पैशन, उसके लिए इंस्पिरेशन अपने आप आता है. कोई वी नीड नॉट वरी. ये सब लोग अगर सन्यासी बन गए ना, सर इफ यू गिव अप द थिंग्स विदाउट फुलफिल योर ड्यूटीज, देन इट इज अ प्रॉब्लम. Problem is not in the knowledge, imparting knowledge. Problem is understanding it in wrong way and doing something which is absolutely disastrous for you and the society. क्योंकि उसमें आपका स्पिरिचुअल गोल भी अचीव नहीं होगा और आपका सोशल जो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, फैमिली रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, वो भी आप पूरा नहीं कर रहे, तो उनको भी तकलीफ पहुंच रही है. Performing a duty is first and foremost requirement in path of spirituality. वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा. Yes.
I understood. So now I will only perform my duty, but then it will take away ambitions from me. I will say, okay, I just need to earn so much of money so that I keep my family happy. Correct. If my ambition goes away, how can I contribute to or progress of society or progress of technology or something like that? Because I am not ambitious anymore. I am just working to fulfill my duty.
I will tell you, थोड़ा सा हार्श लगेगा, लेकिन the reality, in a larger picture, my ambitions don't make a progress. मेरे इतने छोटे छोटे एम्बिशन से कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता, unless and until you are absolutely inspired to do something good for higher purpose, leaving your individual ambition aside, no progress can come. Progress कब होती है? ये मेरा एम्बिशन है तो मैं वो फुलफिल करूंगा. देयर इज अ प्रोग्रेस ऑफ यू इन दैट प्रोसेस. प्रोग्रेस कब होगी? दिस इज व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड. आई एम मेकिंग इट एज माय एम्बिशन एंड देन आई वर्क फॉर इट. देन ओनली प्रोग्रेस हैपेंस. एंड दैट्स व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज स्पिरिचुअल पाथ. उसको ही अध्यात्म बोलते, कर्मयोग बोलते, कि अपना खुद का छोड़ो, लुक इट फॉर द लार्जर पिक्चर एंड वर्क फॉर इट. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज यज्ञ इन भगवद गीता. Yajna in Bhagavad Gita is not offering in the ahuti in the fire. Yajna is selfless endeavor for progress of the society. उससे ही prosperity आती है. तो if I am pursuing my ambitions, I am pursuing my own progress, not the progress of the world. वो लाख लोगों में एका दुक्का होगा जिसका एम्बिशन ही इतना बड़ा है कि जैसे someone like Jamshedji Tata, whose individual ambition was so huge that they have created so much empire and they are generating so much of employment and everything. ये 10 लाख लोगों में, करोड़ लोगों में एका दुक्के का होगा. But in normal, my ambition will bring progress, prosperity to me. If I have to pursue prosperity and progress of the nation, of the society, I have to keep my desires, my ambitions away. I have to work for the society. Then only progress is possible. इनके ऐसे जो लोग करते हैं उनके वजह से ही दुनिया चल रही है. Because there are many people who don't do their own duties also. उतना तो करेंगे ना, बहुत तरक्की होगी. Just by performing our duties, we can make a lot of progress. Why? Because by not performing our duties, we are becoming burden on someone who is performing their duty and doing surplus to compensate for all those who are not doing their duties. So, yeah, I think it's clear.
Sir, in short, you told that कि जो आपने 4 आश्रम के बारे में बताया, ब्रह्मचर्याश्रम, गृहस्थाश्रम, वानप्रस्थाश्रम और संन्यासाश्रम. So every individual, for that matter, has to undergo through all these ashrams by default.
उसमें एक cheat code है. Cheat code is, if what we are trying to pursue at the Vanaprasthashram, the spiritual goal, higher goal, if you are really inspired and well matured for that, you can skip the Grihasthashram and directly go for that. That is the path which we have chosen. One is called as Pravrutti Marga. Pravrutti Marga means as per tendency. Tendency is normally this. You study, you earn, you enjoy the family life, fulfill the family duties, then you come out of it and pursue something else. This is the normal way. But after completing Brahmacharya ashram, at that moment only you are convinced, you are considered fit for that by the great masters of the path. then you can directly opt for Nivrutti Marga. Nivrutti Marga, path of renunciation. You can give up all those things and pursue this, which we do. Like in Chinmay mission, Brahmachari, sannyasis, they don't become a grihastha, they directly become sannyasis. So we skip the grihasthashram, vanaprasthashram.
Sir, both can be managed parallelly, I guess.
Which one?
Grihasthashram and vanaprasthashram.
Grihasthashram, vanaprasthashram cannot be managed parallelly. उसके वानप्रस्थाश्रम के practices you can do in grihasthashram. Vanaprasthashram need not mean that you must go out of your house. Get the house out of your mind. दोनों में फर्क समझ में आए? See, we are not in the house. House is in our mind. यहाँ बैठे बैठे भी बच्चे क्या कर रहे होंगे, घर में क्या कर रहे, काम वाली बाई आई होगी कि नहीं, उसने बर्तन रखे वो धुए होंगे कि नहीं, ये चल रहा होता है. That is house in our mind. We have to get it out. That is vanaprastha. Find your own secluded place. Find your own place where you can do learning, study, contemplation, pursue your ambition. All these things, even while remaining in the house. I know one person who at the age of 81, उन्होंने घर में बोल दिया, आज से मुझे बिजनेस के किसी भी डिसीजन के बारे में कुछ मत पूछो. I come from Coke, and so we have there this mines for these rocks which we use for house building. Chirag it is called. It is specific type of stone which is used for building houses in Konkan region. So they have that business. That uncle was running that business. At the age of 81, he said, आज से मैं जो चाहिए मैं करूँगा. Don't ask anything about the business. तुमसे चलता है तो चलाओ, नहीं चलता है तो बंद कर दो. I am not bothered. This is one of this. He has not left the house. लेकिन उन्होंने बोल दिया कि ये सब अब तुम्हारा है. क्यों? क्योंकि मेरे ड्यूटीज मैंने इतने इस तक पूरे कर दिया. Now you are capable. You have all the resources given to you. Now you do what you want to do. I will do what I want to do. This is one of us. एक साथ नहीं हो सकता. एक साथ ये see, this question will come only from the ladies. क्योंकि उनको पहले पति, फिर बेटा, फिर बेटे का बेटा. One after another, point for attachment is available. जेंट्स लोगों का कुछ अच्छा नहीं है. दे आर एनीवे इमोशनली थोड़ा कमी होते हैं, तो अपना अपना देख लेंगे. मेल आर लाइक दैट. तो उसमें कुछ ग्रेटनेस नहीं है, इसमें कुछ बुराई नहीं है. इट इज नेचुरल, इट इज रिक्वायर्ड ऑल्सो. अदरवाइज फैमिली स्ट्रक्चर विल नॉट वर्क. लेडीज डोंट हैव दिस अटैचमेंट, घर चलेगा ही नहीं. तो दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड. बट कहीं पे तो रुकना पड़ेगा ना. At some point in our Shastra it says, when your child has got child, your duties are over. Come out of house. तो अभी आज के जमाने में anyway your children are not staying with you. तो उनके बच्चे होने के लिए भी रुकने की जरूरत नहीं है. The moment as we said, financial freedom पूरा हो गया, मेरा family duties पूरे हो गए. When you get that feeling, when you get that inner call, छोड़ दो. Yes. Anything else? We will conclude here. Thanks again for having me and beautiful interactive session. इसके बाद भी अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन है, कुछ सवाल है, तो as I said, Prakash ji is there. He can connect with you with me. He can also guide. Then please do visit our ashram, which is in Sector 5, Kharghar, Mahalakshmi Mandir, very next to Kharghar metro station. And we have, as I said, different courses for different age groups and different degree of study. So if someone has studied quite a number of texts and practices of spirituality, for them also we have, right from the beginner stage where you don't even know the alphabets of the spirituality, from that position onwards. For every stage we have something or other available for your benefit. You please inquire and get benefit. Hari Om.
Thank you, Samartha. So I think audience have enjoyed your talk. And in fact, two things I will tell. He explained the concept of Self-Unfoldment Anand in a very simple language. He has not used that jargon. Okay? So what he told is Self-Unfoldment Anand. So that is one. And second is Self-Unfoldment book. You are all getting one. That is the first book of Chinmayananda. So that is a wonderful book, very simple, very nicely explained concepts. So please go through it. And I will thank you, Samartha ji, for coming and spending your time and then explaining and taking so difficult questions. So I trust many of the people who are in Navi Mumbai would like to visit further. And let me tell my experience. Modi ji was asking me question, which one to follow. I have gone through many, all of them. Everywhere, art of living. Jagiwas, 6 times I have come face to face. But where I was only allowed to ask one question. I used to go to Marriott to meet him and ask him questions, but not more than one. But Bhakti Marg, I have gone there. I belong to Jagannath Puri, so he's our just like family Reddy. So I have experienced Bhakti Marg also. But one thing what he told, I really endorsed it. Unless and until you get satisfied with what you are following, you should not follow. Because just by compulsion to go and attend, not many people, 90% people are going for that. They visit a temple, I know in Lord, they go there. What they ask is, please give a job to my son. Please see that my daughter get married. These are all these things happening. But if you really want to go into a spirituality journey, you must address your inner way. And another thing he has explained, he has not used the jargon, that is your Jnana Marg, Bhakti Marg. Okay, which one here? I will not feel for Bhakti Marg, let me tell you. But Adi Shankaracharya has addressed it, that Jnana Marg, first step in a literacy ABCD is your Jnana Marg. You must know who you are. And Sadhana Chatushta is the formula that gives. I am not getting into all those jargons, he has taught me. I got totally convinced with his explanations. And let me tell you, I have asked him many questions, but I have got very satisfactory answers. So that is why I think that he is the right person to guide me in my spiritual path. So you can go to Chinmay sir, he has conducted so many classes, online class, offline class. Okay, they are going, and we have started one Balvihar now in Sector 15. Inspired by his talk, all the children we want to tell, because we generally talk of spirituality after retirement, but that is not you. You have to build up a value system in our children. So they are doing, Chinmay Mission is doing many Balvihars. And we have started one in Sector 15, Mangala Tower. So every Sunday 9 to 10, we have 10 to 11 we are doing that. So this is a great institution, and so many others also they are doing it. Let me tell you, I am also a follower of Gita Parivar. So I learn Bhagavad Gita every day. After 40-minute session, I also improve my pronunciation. But all of them, you have to something to learn. And Samartha ji, I will tell you, accept to him, I got the right path in spirituality because of him.
Thanks for that, your